My name is Michael Ledbetter. I'm one of the golf professionals here at Tellico Village. I'm the assistant pro here at Toqua. I know last week Lucas touched on green reading and pace. Today I'm going to go over a little bit more of the mechanics of the putting stroke and see how I can help you out. So one thing I like to think about whenever I'm about to address my putt, I want to make sure that I always have the correct amount of spacing between myself and the putt itself. So if I'm standing over the golf ball and I drop another golf ball down from my eye level, I should be able to hit the golf ball that I am addressing. So if I do this right here, I'm standing way too far away from the golf ball, right? So essentially I'm creating two different start lines in my own head. So one, I think the line's right here because that's where my eyes are actually looking down at. In reality, I need to be looking more down the putt line of what I'm choosing that the read's going to be. So we need to make sure that our distance away from the golf ball is correct. We want to make sure our eyes are directly over the golf ball. If I drop this golf ball, I should have it right directly over the other one. That's pretty good there. So making sure that you're always addressing the appropriate amount of spacing from the golf ball, and that'll also help you out so we can make sure that our start line is on the right line. So when it comes to putting, there are a lot of different grips that you can choose. You got your left hand low that you could go. You got your traditional right hand underneath for a right-handed player. You can do a pencil grip with your index finger, a claw grip. There's numerous amounts of grips that you can mess and tinker with. I suggest, once you pick one, make sure you stick with it because there's nothing wrong with you're not going to be able to get consistent if you always change up your grip every week or so. So the best way that I like to teach the putting grip is, especially for intermediate golfers, I'm just going to take my left hand, put my thumb straight down the shaft. I'm going to cover with my right hand, and then I'm just going to take my stance and I'm going to have that putter standing out for me, and then I can just drop that putter straight down, and that'll keep me nice and in line and in tune with my putt. That's really the easiest way that I always teach the putting grip is just left hand, thumb straight down, cover it with your right hand, and just drop that putter straight on the ground. Another thing that you want to be mindful of when you're putting is your actual feet themselves. So if I have a really short putt, just like to this flag right here, I'm going to keep my feet a little bit more narrow, maybe about shoulder width apart. And I like to think about my putting stroke is going from my toe to my other toe on the through swing, okay? So if I go back to my toe here, then I should be able to make my through stroke on the other side of my left foot. So that's traditionally what I feel whenever I'm thinking about a short putt. I'm going to have my feet about shoulder width apart, and I'm going to keep the stroke within my feet. So it's going to be a nice simple toe to toe. And think about if we go a little bit further, if I wanted to go and putt to this hole way down here, I'm not necessarily going to have my feet so close together, because if I have my feet close together, I'm setting myself up for more of a shorter putt. But if I have to go a little bit further away, about 25-30 feet, I'm going to have to make the base of my feet a little bit wider. So anything outside of the short putts, I like to make sure my feet are outside of my shoulders, and that just allows me to make a longer putt and a longer stroke with my putter. All right, another thing that I would like to mention about our putting stroke, we want to make sure that our body is actually in line at address. So whenever I address the golf ball, I always want to be mindful that my hips, my shoulders, everything is in line with my flag. If I start with my shoulders here already, now I'm pointing way left about 6 feet. So if I'm already setting up at address and I'm way open, more than likely my putter is going to want to shut on that golf ball. We call that a peak. It's like if you're on the driving range and you're wanting to see where that ball goes before you actually strike it, then we're probably going to hit it thin or hit the top of the golf ball. So just to make sure that we have a nice center contacted stroke, we want to make sure to keep our shoulders in line and our knees and our feet all in line together, so we can make sure that we start our ball on the correct line in the groove. All right, guys. So that was some tips and tricks you could use out on the course, especially when you're practicing. Don't be afraid to holler at one of us golf pros here, and we would love to help you out with your putting stroke. Hopefully, you can take these tips and apply it to your game out on the course. We're now going to go inside, and we're going to take a look at the different styles of putters that you can use and buy here in the shop at Tokwa. Thank you guys for joining us here at Tokwa Golf Shop. I'm going to go over a few of the different style putters that we do have here. And it's all kind of based on your actual putting stroke itself. So right here I have a straight arc putter. It's called the Ping Mundi. It is a more of your mallet style putter. So when we're talking about a straight arc putter, that means that we're normally always going to be like a pendulum with our golf swing. So we're always going to be straight back with the putter, and we're always going to be straight through with the putter. That's what a straight arc putting stroke and putter will do for you. We also have the Ping Answer 2D. It's more of your traditional bladed putter. This is a slight arc putter. So this is someone who traditionally in their swing likes to bring the putter open a little bit, and then they will come at impact and close it back. And I feel like there's a lot more timing involved. I'm always a straight back, straight through guy, but everyone's putting stroke is a little bit different. And then you got your strong arc putter, which is the new Ping Primetime 4. It's more of like a half mallet. So you got your blade, your mallet, and then like your half mallet. Again, strong arc is someone who really likes to open up the club face, and then they come back at impact and try to close it. So if that's someone's traditional putting stroke, then the strong arc putter will be for you. Also with the new ladies line, the Ping GLE 3, they have 3 new putters that they came out with, more of your bladed style putter, half mallet style putter, and then a lot of the ladies' favorite one, the GLE Fetch. So this actually has a hole in the bottom of it, so you can actually just pick up your golf ball and get it. So that does relieve some strain and stress off of your back. But yeah, come visit the shop here at Tokwa. We have all different styles of putters for you. Hopefully we can help you get the right putter for your game.